Hello, everybody. This is Juan Carlos Brando. Thank you so much for joining us today in this show with the attorney Margaret W. Wong, who has been working for the immigration field for over 45 years and the immigrant community for, a lot of years, 45 years actually, helping thousands and thousands of families every year, every month to get a relief in their immigration cases. So, if you have any question, if you have any concerns about your immigration situation, please just give us a call or send us a message. The phone number is 216-279-3984. 216-279-3984. That's the phone number that you need to call to make an appointment with the attorney Margaret W. Wong, or you can ask your question free in this show, and Miss Wong will be answering your question. Who is looking awesome today with this new look and this new birthday that was yesterday? We welcome the attorney Margaret W. Wong. Hello, Miss Wong. How are you doing today?
I'm very good, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Wong. We are really excited that it's a new opportunity that we have to go around the world, around the sun, one more year, and you look even younger every single day,
Thank you.
which is awesome. Thank you for all you do and for all the help you give people from the office and everything that you put on the table in order to help everyone who goes to the law firm to talk to you. Should we start with the questions, Miss Wong?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you so much. And Miss Wong, this first question is very interesting. This person just came from Venezuela. She entered from Argentina. So is a Venezuelan living in Argentina, and this person is here, but she is a doctor. And this person is asking, "Hi, I am Venezuelan. Currently live in Argentina, and I entered 3 weeks ago in the United States on a V2 visitor visa. I am a gynecologist and obstetrician, and I've heard that I could apply for an NIW visa or some kind of work visa to stay legally in the US. Is that something we are able to do? Thank you."
Okay. Anytime we are working with professionals, like high-powered professional, it's different than Mr. Juan or myself. When we came to America, we haven't seen the world, so we're very young in those days. You are established. So if I were you, I would think of two things. Number one, what's my future goals? I don't want you just to do a NIW as a self-petition EB2 green card. The reason why people are saying that is because you can do self petition. You don't need someone to petition for you. And you can also, after 90 days, do adjustment of status. Adjustment of status means that you can also get a work permit under the green cards thing, because it's a 485. Once you file the 485, you can together do the 765 and get that work permit. That's a C9 work permit that President Biden just expanded to 2 years. So absolutely you can do that. But to win an NIW, there's three elements. Number one, the position that you are doing, which is a medical doctor, a medical researcher, and I'll get to the licensing issue, is of national and international renown, right? I mean, it's important. So a bridge is not national in scope because a bridge may tie two places in the same city, but it's really not national. In that, it's called national interest waiver. What's in the country's national interest? Then the second thing is that you yourself should be awesome. Not as awesome as EB11, but sort of awesome. You have to have articles published, you have to have making higher salaries than most and stuff like that. Then the third thing is, why couldn't the employer or whatever job you have file a labor certification for you? Actually, the NIW standard, and I'm giving you an easier standard. So before you decide you're an awesome person, you're Argentinian, you're Venezuelan. I don't know if you carry an Argentinian passport, but you only came 3 weeks ago, because Argentinian, you can also do an E2 visa. You can invest maybe 100,000 US dollars in America and open something that's an E2, E1 visa. There are a lot of ways to do clients like yours. But I would also look at my personal goals. You are a doctor. It's just like I'm a lawyer, right? If I go to Hong Kong, if I go to China, if I go to Mexico, I want to continue my practice as a lawyer. So how do you do that? Oh, you want to be a doctor. In America, to be a doctor, you have to go back to residency. You have to finish USMLE 1, 2, and 3, at least. In your case, probably take 2 first, because 2 is easier for practicing physicians. And then 1, and I know a lot of my friends also from Venezuela, uh, from Turkey, that came and took a whole year off because their English is not that good. Just go to a library from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. every day. Took 1 year off and passed at least 2 and 1. So you don't need 3, because to get an H1, you need 1, 2, and 3. USMLE, or to do a J1, you need 2 and 1. So that's another way to do it. I would not put the horse before the cart. I would think about, of course, we all want to stay here. So, I started as a cleaning person in a hotel. So we all did cleaning. But you are probably at the age where we're too old to clean. And also you have a tourist visa, which is awesome. So before you start, you may want to look at your options. There's a school called Stanley Kaplan, but they're not as big as they used to. They do a lot of foreign testing. So if we need testing, maybe attend Stanley Kaplan. They also give a student visa. There's a lot of ways for you. I would not jump to something, because some people said, and also how many years have you lived in Argentina? Could you even file asylum under Venezuelan? So these are things that if I were you, I would think about. But don't just think of visas. Think of what you want to do, because you don't want, after 3 years, you regret. Now you do a lot of cleaning. You make a lot of house cleaning hours. And I have so many clients. I think they make more money than anybody else, because they clean houses. They get awesome contracts, because people like us, we work very hard. So these are things I want you to think about. But your opportunities in America is awesome, but you're only here for 3 months, 3 weeks. You need to really give yourself 3 years, 5 years to get settled, to figure it out. See exactly, should I do a student? Whatever you do, you have to wait more than 90 days. You can do a student visa, but the problem is, why do a student visa? You're already a doctor. These are things that you need to think about. Are you short of money? If you take Argentinian passport, can you do an e-visa? That's another way we've been helping Venezuelan Argentinians. What made you go to Argentina? Did you pass some foreign testing? And NIW, what is that? So always think American immigration law as a parallel track. All foreign people like us, when we first come to America, we ask, should I do a student visa first, or should I do an extension tourist visa first, or should I immediately do that green card? Because once you apply that green card, if it fail, then you became out of status. And for someone as sharp as you are, I don't know if you want to do, but I can look at your resume, I can give you some advice, but you're only here for 3 weeks. Enjoy it. I don't know if it's the first time you're here. Enjoy America. Learn about America. America is huge, and it's an awesome, awesome country. And someone like you need to learn, because you've been around a long time. Running from country to country to country. It's time to settle down.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Wong, for this answer. And yes, I think this person is the same one that got stuck with the Venezuelan passport expired and cannot go back to Argentina.
I'm
So
sorry.
this person is just trying to figure out how to go back, because they cannot find the passport. They were allowed to come to the United States because the passport hasn't been expired for over 5 years, but they are not allowed to go back to Argentina with the expired passport, and their passport is in the consulate, the Venezuelan consulate in Argentina. So it's really, really confusing and they are stuck here.
And also, if you don't have a passport in America, you cannot do a student visa or get a green card anyway, because you need a valid passport.
Oh, okay. Interesting this question. So, if you need more information or you want to go into detail with the attorney Margaret W. Wong, you can call the phone number 216 279 3984, 216 279 3984. The next question, Ms. Wong, is the following. I am from El Salvador. At the moment, I am in a shelter in Mexico. I am a former Salvadorian military off duty just 2 months ago. I was told that I can file for a kind of humanitarian process so I can go to the States. What type of document is it?
Okay, so the one way you can do a humanitarian parole, if you go to the website usdos.gov, there's a humanitarian parole department. There's about 40, 50 people. I think there are more, but that's the public information. So you can file a parole with it takes about 4 to 9 months now. Right now, they're bombarded with work because of the Afghanistans and the Ukrainians. They're all trying to come in on humanitarian basis. So you can do that. Another way to do it, and I presume you're stuck because of Title 42 or because of remain in Mexico. But if you can go through the line because you're El Salvadorian and maybe you'll be paroled in, that's another parole, humanitarian parole. So either go through the line at the border of America and Mexico. I presume you tried that because now you're stuck in Mexico, or do the humanitarian parole. Humanitarian parole is difficult with the U.S. Department of State, USDOS web, because in the olden days, years ago, you can apply for parole in any district offices. Now they took that power away from district directors. They put it all in headquarters in Washington now. The humanitarian parole lately is difficult because a lot of 95% of Afghanistan parole cases were lost. And also Ukrainians, they're trying to help them also. So right now, a lot of these parole places, Catholic charities, the senator's office, the congressional office, they're really bombarded with work. So is the American embassies.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Wong, for your answer. Don't forget that the phone number is 216 279 3984, 216 279 3984. That's the phone number that you can call today in order to talk to the attorney Margaret W. Wong. And she has offices in 9 cities of the United States: Atlanta, Chicago, Columbus, Cleveland, Memphis, Minneapolis, Nashville, New York, and Raleigh, North Carolina. And the phone number is 216 279 3984, 216 279 3984. The next question comes in Spanish, Ms. Wong. Good afternoon. How long does a son petition last? The son is applying for parents who entered without inspection.
Okay, so the question is, once the I-130 is approved, it goes to National Visa Center. How long every year do I have to tell them I'm coming? You should report to them once every year. You either send them an email or there's my account. There's no more answering phone calls, but you should tell them once every year that you are coming, you are coming. Sometimes they ask you to pay, but you may want to pay later, but it's once a year.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Wong. So a son can file for a parent that entered illegally once a year, you said?
Right, but what the question is, my parents enter illegally with or without a perm bar. That means they may never have left and come back, but they enter and document. The son filed the I-130 for the petition, and ultimately the son makes enough money to sponsor. The question then is, can I help my parents get the green card? The answer is no. That's why every year they have to, instead of wasting the money, because they paid more than $500 each I-130, instead of wasting it, we need to tell them we are coming, once a year before they terminate. Because once a year, if you don't tell them, they'll terminate, but you have another year to to give a good excuse so they bring it back. But if you don't respond in 2 years, then they'll terminate. So you wasted, your legal fees and your filing fee.
Okay, it's very interesting. So thank you so much, Ms. Wong, for this clarification. Don't forget that the phone number is 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. This question is, good morning, Ms. Wong and team. I have a pending VAWA case for over a year and everything was filed together because my ex-abuser husband is a citizen, green card, and work permit under C9. I have received a prima facie and have done fingerprints already. Next week, on August the 2nd, my work permit will be a year pending and nothing so far. It is already out of processing time since it's 10 months wait, and next week it will be a year wait for just the work
That's
permit.
why President Biden gave that automatic 1 year extension. I presume your driver's license also expired. You need to take the receipt notice, which says 180 days. And if you go on the uscis.gov, if not, call my office and we'll email you the 340-day automatic extension. You can just print it on uscis.gov. Now you take the 1 year, the 180-day receipt notice and the 340-day automatic extension, go to any driver's license place and show it to them. Some conservative states, they don't believe it, but mostly they will, because Atlanta at one time had problems, but I've heard from my other clients there that Atlanta now accepts it now. So go get yourself a 1 year extension. But the work permit should come because you already got your first one. The C9 now is 2 years. The first one you got probably was 1 year because that's another new law started for Biden. So I expect you to get a 2-year C9 extension. Bona fideness is good. That means you already have all the documents. They just want to prove, so bona fideness means there's a 75% chance it should be approved, but they really need to look at it to make sure everything's okay, do the fingerprints and stuff. So you should be okay. C9 means that you also concurrently filed adjustment of status to 45. So congratulations. I hope everything is good.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Wong. He says, I didn't receive anything so far. I never received a work permit, nothing. I wish I had a driver's license.
Right. So that's what I mean. Take the 1 year automatic extension and go to the driver's license bureau and see if they got it. I thought you said you get the C9 earlier, the 1 year thing, but now C9 is good for 2 years. You should get it because I presume your 45 is filed together. You also got the fingerprint, you got the bona fideness. That means you received something. Now you just need the final approval of the 360 and the 45.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Wong. Don't forget that you can call. The phone number is 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. Why Huri is asking this next question. Hello, Ms. Wong and company. I applied for PD in March, Chicago office. I'm still waiting for a reply. Is that normal?
When you say Chicago office, you mean the Chicago OCC, right? Because the new COIL memo only came in April 25th of 2022. That stopped about 2 weeks ago, but they're still granting it. When you say PD in March in Chicago, do you mean your lawyer asked for prosecutorial discretion with the OCC in Chicago? This new law didn't come until April 25th, and that was in March. So, but so it depends if you have an I-130 approved, if you plan to do a 601A, if you have been a long-time resident with no criminal record, it should be approved. And what kind of PD? If you want admin close, it's a little bit more difficult, but if you want a dismissal or termination, it should be approved. So you need to check out because there's a lot of PDs. I mean, there's a lot of grants of PDs. But it should be approved.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Wong. And don't forget, the phone number is 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. Robin is asking the next question on YouTube as well. So we have 2 questions coming from YouTube right now, Ms. Wong, which is good. Siblings of U.S. Army and U.S. citizen as well. Priority date, July 2016. Is the priority date fixed as the receipt shows? Also, USCIS will send us a paper
Right.
if they need anything before making any
Right.
decisions?
Even though the sister, the sibling or sister or brother who petitioned for you is in the army, they could not extend quota. Quota for siblings, unless you're from Mexico, is 25 years. Normally, it's 12 to 15. You filed I-130 in 2016, plan on 15 years from 2016 to get that green card. So the sad thing is, even though your sibling is in the military services, you cannot push quota. Now, on the other hand, I would not be fixated on quota. I would think about how to stay legally in America with a work permit. I'll wait for quota. And hopefully there'll be new law coming in at that time that you don't need a pardon, a waiver to leave the country and come back after quota opens. But for now, I would worry more about the work permit and wait. Or if you have other ways to get a green card, like a perm, a job offer with the employer, or if you're single, your sibling citizen can bring parents in to sponsor you. There'll be only 4.5 to 6 years. It's still faster than the 15. That may be another way to do it.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Wong. And the phone number is 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. The next question is, I am from India. I am 80 years old, entered legally on a visa but overstayed. My son wants to file for me, but he struggles with the fees. Due to my age, is it convenient to do the fee waiver?
Uh, I don't. I don't think there's a fee waiver. The 1225 on on there's no fee waiver on green card, but you're legal entry overstay. So the question is, when you apply for the when you apply for the DS-160, did a broker help you apply, or you yourself applied? Because normally with a broker, they'll say, even though you have kids born in America, they'll say you have no kids. Even though you were here, they'll say you're never here. As long as you honestly answered the DS-160 when you came legally to America, and I don't know when you come, but at least it's 21 years ago because your son is over 21. So I don't think there's a fee waiver, but don't worry about it. I'll help you pay your 1,225 if you qualify. Fees should not stop you from getting a green card. And also, I don't know if you filed tax return, because once you file the adjustment of status, you can also get a social security number and apply all the past tax return into a real social, so you can immediately get some retirement benefits or something if you file tax return. That's why I always tell people to file tax return even though you only have a tax ID number, because once you get a real social, you can transfer all that money that you paid into the system into the real social and pay it.
Okay, yeah. So,
Oh, I'm
yeah.
so sorry. And you raised your son. No problem. I'll help you pay the 1225. Don't worry about it. That's not right. And you need to, I mean, I always thought if children failed, maybe as parents we failed because we raised them. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah. But don't worry. I'll help you pay. Don't worry. Payment is
Okay.
not the issue. The issue is, can you get that green card?
Yes. So please just give Ms. Wong a call. The phone number is 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. And this is one of the reasons why, Ms. Wong, people, when they are at say a certain age, they don't want to leave their countries. I remember my dad, he didn't want to leave his country or my country because he said, what am I going to do here? I have a life, I have a house, I have a car, I know what to do. And what am I going to do in this country? And we said, well, it's the only way that we can take care of you. So it's hard to understand. And sometimes there are some struggles financially talking, but it's worth it to get the green card. Yes. So thank you so much, Ms. Wong, for your answers. Some other people are asking us, does the receipt notice for pending U visa from September 2020 Is it eligible to get a driver's license or, in this case, work permit, Ms. Wong?
Yes, you can apply for the C-14 work permit. President Biden made it into a 4 years instead of Trump saying no. But you cannot, the receipt notice itself is not eligible for a driver's license.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Wong. And this other person is adding to the prior question. Can I file another PD while the previous PD is pending? I have I-130 approved, OPLA Chicago office.
Chicago office, the OCC office is very, very kind. Maybe have your lawyer send another email out. Maybe they send it to the wrong email. My experience with Chicago OCC is they're very responsive and they're very kind. You have an I-130 pending. I presume you don't have a perm bar. It should be approved, and you need an admin close because you protect the work permit. Because if you dismiss or terminate, you won't get another work permit. So you make sure you want admin close, and see if they'll do it. You should get it.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Wong. Um, we have another interesting question here from a person that says, I am an agronomic or agricultural engineer. Can I file for a work visa?
Yes, I wonder what country you're from because I've seen, if you're from Mexico, I've seen quite a lot of like companies now, even farms, bigger farms, they're hiring engineers, to design like lines to feed the water to the pigs and the stuff. So absolutely. Also, if you're from Mexico, you can do a TN visa. If you're from Canada, but from other countries, absolutely, if you get a job offer. But India is just like England. We have 3-year degrees or 4-year degrees. So if you are from India, sometimes it's harder to get H-1B with 3 years, but make sure the equivalency equivalize you to 4 years, which is okay.
Yeah, so he adds that he's Venezuelan and has been here for 5 months in the United
Yes,
States.
yes, you need to do an extension of a tourist visa. And I'm sorry you missed the TPS date for Venezuelans, but make sure you do a change of extension of stay to a tourist visa or change of status to a F1 because to do a H1B, you need to wait till February 1st of 2023 because each year they only start in February.
Okay, yeah. So this person just came 5 months ago. And yeah, but at least he can still file for the extension, right, Ms. Wong?
Right, right.
Okay, so please just give Ms. Wong a call. In the office, they can help you figure out what you can do to get an immigration relief or an extension so that you can maybe file for some kind of work permit or work visa. The phone number is 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. The next question, Ms. Wong, is um, can a green card holder parent file for daughter over 21
Yes,
unmarried, or
yes.
they have to be U.S. citizen?
No, holder parents or parent could file the I-130 for unmarried children over 21. If you're from Mexico, it takes 25 years, but if you're from any other country, it takes 4.5 to 6 years.
Okay, Ms. Wong, and what about the time wait? Does it matter if the person is from any country? We know
Uh,
Mexico is the longest one, but
Correct. Other countries, they're all the same so far.
yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Wong. So our time is up. This show went really, really fast. And what are your thoughts after your birthday, after seeing everything that is going on in the world? Now we're talking about another possible pandemic or endemic or epidemic that is going around with this new one thing on the skin. I don't know what it's called in English, but what are your thoughts about what we're living right now?
I really think as we get older, and it's wonderful, I lucked out because I came right after the Color Quota Act. as Gladwell's book talk about timing is everything. So the President Johnson have Civil Rights Act in 1964. I keep talking about this, and Color Code Act in 65. I came in 69. So I fit right at that time, the Vietnam War, the hippie era, the temptations. I just saw it. So it's nice. And also at the age of 72, I lost my husband, I lost my mother. So I really have some time to reflect. The kids are grown, they work with me. So it's interesting to be a mom, to be a mentor, and to be a boss. So a lot of times, I'll be yelling and screaming, and then these two kids will come and say, "Oh, but mom, I'm your son," and I'm the daughter. I say, "Wait, wait, 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 wait." When it comes to servicing clients always comes first. So it's nice. I think as we also get older, you really are filled with knowing who you are, knowing your limitations, your life, and also you're passionate. I mean, I lucked out because I found what I love to do. I'm very happy doing what I'm wanting to do. I come this morning. I got up at 4:15. I'm in the office by 5 o'clock, and I'm hosting a dinner with my alma mater, Western Illinois University. The president is coming to Cleveland, so life is full, and I think all of us listening to this program, the fact that you're listening, the fact that you're enjoying this, I hope means that we are all curious people, we are all happy people, we want to be happy, we want to fulfill our life. And lives are not just having some good food, having a nice boyfriend, having a nice husband, having children. There's so much more, I think, in life than just, being happy or being satisfied. I think it's just awesome. And I lucked out because I help so many people, and I know it's the last stage. I have another few years left, and whatever I could do, I would like to do it.
Thank
And
you
thanks
so
for
much.
that question. I've been thinking a lot about that. About what's
Yes,
going on. Yeah.
I remember you invited me to a meeting during the pandemic. It was an online meeting through Zoom, and this master that was talking there, I think it was an Indian master. um, he said that retiring is not an option, is like deciding to start to die. So it's lovely, it's good when we see that you are working and fighting for cases, going back to court. And just yesterday, I spoke to a person about you because she said, "Well, I'm 72." And I said, "Well, you know who's 72?" and I told her, "Well, it's not about the age. Age is a number. It's the attitude that you take in front of your age and in front of the problems that you will face." The president of the United States is 79 years old. So we are not old. We just feel old if we allow ourselves to feel old. Some people call me old man, and I say, well, uh, I don't feel old. Maybe I'm old to play soccer on a competition, but I'm not old. I don't feel like I'm old. So it's
And you won that competition. I was worried. I said, "Oh, I hope we win," and you won.
yeah,
Congratulations.
I
Yes.
won that game. So thank you
Yeah.
so much, Miss Wong. We love you so much. Everybody here loves you. People are also making the comments. We love Miss Wong, and we love everything you do, and we hope that we can celebrate so many more birthdays together with you. And thank you so much. Okay, and for everybody who has joined us today, don't forget that you can call. The phone number is 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984, and talk to the attorney Margaret W. Wong, the one that really, really knows about immigration. Thank you so much, and see you next time.